Welcome to a new episode of Dollar to Bot, a social commentary from an American expat living in Thailand. Shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. It helps me out a lot, and I appreciate you. So most important is I appreciate you for doing so and for being with me on this journey. Yeah, I wanted to today's video talk about border run. So it's a lot to unpack for me. A big shout out to my wife. It was a long journey and a lot of learning and understanding and trying to figure out what to do. Since she has her paperwork already, everything, her work visa and all her papers, everything are fine. She was not able to do what I was doing, which was all new to me. Luckily, there are some people that uh, have done it before, and family that was able to help me. One of the lady's daughters was there to help me, so thank you to her as well. Um, it's a lot to unpack. We had to get into a van, so we had maybe about 6 or 7 vans full of people to get this border run. It's called a border run. So we went to the Cambodian border, Thailand Cambodian border, and we got into this van really early at 4 a.m. in the morning, and we had to give our passports. We had to pay. Um, just a lot of driving. Um, Luckily, we were prepared. My wife and I, we got snacks already, which normally my family also does on long trips as well. So we always prepare ourselves ahead of time. So we were mainly sleeping in the van. And then once we got to the Thai Cambodia border, we had to wait in line. I had to get in line. I had my passport, uh, and I had to wait in a long queue of people. But I gave the person my passport. He stamped it. Then I went inside the area, and I was just relaxed because okay, not too much else going on. But then I realized people had these long strips of paper, and it was a arrival and departure piece of paper where you had to put in your information, and you had to give your passport, and then after a while, my friend's daughter helped me understand that give them your passport. They have a piece of paper. They fill out the paper for you for the arrival and departure paper. It's a long white strip of paper, and you have to wait. So they'll show you. They'll say, "Oh, they fill it out. They'll fill out the paper for you, and then they'll ask you about your address, where you're living, or your phone number. So make sure you do that, and you sign it. You sign it on both ends, both sides. One side is arrival, one side is departure. And once you get the piece of paper, you have to wait for your passport because they're going through all the passports, and then they have to give it back to the people, and then it's a long process. That was the longest part for me, was that waiting for it, because there's so many people waiting, and then basically what you do is then you cross over a bridge. So that bridge is from Thailand to Cambodia. So once you cross over the bridge, that's when you enter into Cambodia. Then you have to get into another line, and then they stamp it to take a picture. They stamp it, take a picture of your face. I think that one was arrival, then departure. One line, then you have to get into another line, I think, for departure. So it's just understanding all the processes. Um, because entering in, you get another yellow slip, which I didn't really look at because there's a lot of things going on that day. So basically, when you enter into Cambodia, they take your slip, your yellow slip, and then at some point, yeah, when you depart, they take your yellow slip. You give them your passport, they take your yellow slip, they take a picture. Then you have to cross the bridge again, enter into Thailand, and then they give you another stamp. So this was a 1 month stamp for me to renew my visa, basically. Um, and they give you a month. So I heard from another source that if you go to Laos, you can get 2 months. So that's another option. It's just trying to figure that whole ordeal out as well, which they have here. People do that as well. But I think it's longer for what I understand. It's longer. So it's just picking and choosing what you want to do. But my overall experience was good. It was positive. It just took a long time. It took the whole day, and just learning again, learning, growing, just keeping my mind right, and keeping my mind, and just thanking God, praising God that I'm able to continue to stay here and continue to pray over my visa to make sure eventually that it goes through, and work visa and work papers. So just another step forward. So thanks everyone for listening. Take care, and like and subscribe as always. And thank you to my new subscribers again. Take care.